Hi, my name is Shauna from newme.com, the professional coach directory. Today I'm speaking with Ben Fitzgerald. Thank you so much for joining me today, Ben.
Thanks, Shauna. Glad to have this opportunity.
Great to meet you. I'm wondering if you can start by describing your ideal client for us.
Oh, we start with the question you know I struggle with. Yeah. I know it's good for my business to narrow things down. I guess I've struggled with it because I've helped a diverse range of clients and I've trained as a life and executive coach. So it continues to be something I'm working out. But generally, my clients are aged 25 to 45. And one thing about my approach is I'm always building bespoke exercises, capturing actions that help my clients achieve momentum outside of our time together. So I guess my ideal client is ready and willing to put the work in outside of our time together. And all that prep I do for sessions, customizing exercises, it means a lot to me. It's time that I don't charge for. It's just what I feel like is necessary to deliver a return on their commitment. But my clients are definitely passionate about their own personal and professional growth. They come from all over the world, but most commonly I work with grad students, developers, marketing professionals, engineers, and then there's another segment of like senior business managers and entrepreneurs. And all these roles correspond with my primary network, which is where the majority of my work comes from. It's referrals, word of mouth, and then NewMe, of course.
Wonderful. Now, how do you like to help your clients succeed? Do you use a certain process?
Well, I'll describe the process of how a client starts maybe, and then what it looks like when we're working together. So the first
Sure.
step, I offer a free consultation, which is pretty standard. And then an initial commitment that I offer is 3 sessions to start. And each of those sessions is an hour. And it's in consultation actually where we're building what those first 3 sessions would look like. And it can be a mix of coaching sessions, traditional like future focused conversations about what they want to be, do, and have, and feeling free and empowered to take action against that vision that we're creating in those types of conversations. Planning sessions, which I'm wearing 2 hats of a coach and a consultant and helping them build plans that they really want to take action against and that are supportive of how they like to work. Very practical type sessions. And then insight sessions, which are skill-based development based on particular topics. And these are tools and techniques that I've pulled from research for over a decade in neuroscience, psychology, personal development. And then I hand over exercise that help them integrate it into their day-to-day lives. So it's quite a varied approach, flexible to different objectives. And I set it up this way because it's how I would like it as a client. I want to get to know from those first 3 sessions who I'm working with so that I can tailor something that's really going to make an impact for them and they can get comfortable with how I coach, how I consult, so that they know what it looks like when they're taking a decision about the kind of a commitment they want to make to a program.
That's fantastic. So I know you've got some beautiful reviews on your profile, but I'm wondering if you can share any more feedback that you've received from some of your past clients.
Well, I get a lot of feedback about my passion. I cover a lot of ground, which I guess is maybe why I struggle with nailing an ideal client. But to cover coaching, planning support in a more consultative style, and then research skill development, it's a wide range of topics. And so people point out that it's that time that I spend with developing that content, the exercises, and then my time with my clients, and then I like to have close contact and dialogue in between sessions. So I guess they appreciate that time that I put in. And then also, I think it's my structure as well, especially that I take the time up front to get to know them before making recommendations. And I give them some insight from various profiles of different personalities and different roles that I've worked with as a career and business coach. I give them line of sight of what it could look like in the future. And it's not a huge leap of faith. They have some examples, some case studies to work from.
That's great. So I'm curious, Ben, what is your background and how did you get into coaching?
Great question. Well, my first training in coaching came 3 years into my career. I started with Accenture and then I moved to London to take my first manager position. And when you're a first time manager, you might feel some pressure. I certainly did, to prove yourself, and you feel like you have to have all the answers. And what coaching taught me, thankfully, I had somebody teach me early on as a manager that I don't have to have all the answers for everyone in my team. In fact, helping people to find their own solutions is more empowering oftentimes, and helping them to take action, learn what they should do rather than being spoon-fed the answer over and over. That was a gift I was given early in my career. So that helped me be a better manager and probably a nicer person to be around. And what I developed later on when I trained more professionally to be a coach was an appreciation for a holistic approach. I believe wholeheartedly that personal and professional development go hand in hand. And so that's why I've trained as a life and executive coach. And I combine that with a 12-year career in consulting, where I did many different roles. I worked in 6 different countries, and I've also built multiple profitable businesses. So that's my lived experience that I have to offer, in addition to just working with my clients' frame of reference and what they know about their relationships and what good looks like to them. And that, along with being a good listener, hopefully makes me a good coach to them.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. Well, thank you again for taking the time to speak with me today, Ben. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Shona. Appreciate it.